Hi everyone, Mike's Great here back with another video. So, this will be another skirmish match using VSSR, very simple skirmish rules, which has become a favorite of mine. And the game type for this one will be Oddball, which I mentioned briefly in my last video. So basically, whichever unit or uh, figure from the team picks up the oddball, which will be a green die on the field, they are able to do 2 attacks and choose the best roll. But their speed is halved, so 6 inches down to 3. And on top of that, on the game type, I'm going to try experiment with a new method of rolling today by using playing cards. Basically, I have a large deck of cards, been shuffled and split into 2 piles, and all sevens or more have been removed. I kept all the aces through a six to replicate a d6 roll. So when a figure or unit collides with another, I'll draw cards and see how the results show. But obviously, in VSSR, a roll of 4 or more is a success. So if I draw a 1, 2, or 3, there's no reason to roll for defense because that's a fail. Now, on top of that, there is a wandering monster, but this wandering monster, we'll experiment with. It's basically a large spider, just sits in a little area, and if one of the team members from either side crosses paths with it, it will attack. So let's go to the board and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so we have my deck of cards here just off camera. We have our typical eyeball die to track rounds, and we have our activation tokens to keep track of who went. So it is a equal point on each side, equal amount of points. We have, on the bottom left of the screen, we have 4 adventurers as usual. I have 2 units. There are 2 distant ranged figures, so 1 wizard, 1 ranger. And this other one here is a pairing of a barbarian and a knight, so melee. On the other side of the map, other corner, we have a 3-point. I'm sorry, the adventurers are all 2 points per, so they can take up to 2. They can take up to 2 wounds before being removed. This tagged ghost here, this deadly spirit, I'm going to call them the spirits. This one is a tier 3, so this one can take up to 3 damage before being removed. This one of the first 2 units are all 1-pointers, so they are one-shot KOs, but there's 5 of them, so that equals 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, compared to 2, 4, 6, 8 on this side. Here's a spider. The spider is going to be a tier 2, so 2 hits is down. And the oddball, the die here, quote unquote oddball, is going to be chilling right here until someone picks up. Like I mentioned, whoever picks it up gets the attack twice, choosing the best result. But, whoops, missed that one. But their speed is half to 3 inches if that is their speed from 6. And like I said, the spider is going to attack whoever cross paths. We'll see. I might move the spider around if it gets a little boring, and we'll go from there. This is like a cavern setup. We have to go through the tunnels here. We can't just jump over the gray walls. And I believe that's all my housekeeping. Let's draw a card. Let's draw the cards to see who goes first in round 1. Okay, here we go. Okay, 5 for the adventurers. The spirits draw a 2, which means the adventurers go first. I will move the heavy hitters first to about just up to this point here. Okay, so they've been activated like so. And now we're on to the spirits. Let's move these 2 through the pathway and just into this intersection. Okay, they've been activated. And now back to our adventurers. These guys will basically go a slightly different path and end up right here. But that obviously will converge at the same location. And then they have been activated. There we go. Now, let's move the boss just up here, and then that will be activation token for that. And there are no other adventurers to move, so what I'll do is just move these guys a little bit and call it a day for round one. Now the spider, not going to move just yet. That is going to be it for round one. Let's go on to round two and remove the tokens. I'll keep the tokens close by, just in case. And now we're going to draw a card to see who goes first on round two. This is going to be the spirits. 6 is going to be hard to beat. And the spirits go first, 6-2. All right. So these spirits will innocently wander into the spider's cave. Now, with that in mind, the spirits unknowingly enter the spider's cavern, resting place, nest, and the spider will attack. So the spider will be the deck of cards to the left, and the spirits will be the deck of cards to the right. The spider draws a 6, which is a success. So then we draw for defense, and the ace is a fail. So one of these spirits has to be removed from combat. Okay, that's all that can be done. Technically, the spider has been activated. Okay, now it's back to the adventurers. They're going to move up closer to the oddball. And it's going to be about halfway up the map. Thus, they've been, I'm just going to put this right here. They've been activated. And then it's back to the spirits. The boss is going to basically join with the other and attack the spider. And that will be an attempt at 2, which is a fail. So there's no defense roll. Okay, I'm going to move this pawn over here and just put this other spirit there. And I think I put too much on the field. There we go. Now back to the Rangers. They have to just basically go behind here, like so. And they've been activated. Now back to the spirits. They're going to move up just behind their dear leader and remain in formation. And that's all they can do. So that's it for round two. Now to round three. Okay, let's remove the tokens. And what I'll do is, I'm not sure if this is a rule in the game or not, but the spirits are awfully close to the ball. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pair up. I'm going to combine the unit combine the Deadly Spirit Tier 3 with the Spirit next door. So they are now one unit. So we have 2 against 2, basically. It's fair. It's a fair game. Okay, that's it for removing the tokens. Let's activate. Let's roll to see, or draw to see who goes first. Humans, adventurers draw a 2, and the monsters once again draw a 6. So, sorry, I keep calling them monsters. The spirits draw a 6. So, now they're going to attack twice because this is now one unit attacking the spider. So we draw 2 cards. So ace is a fail. 3 is a fail. So unfortunately, that did not work out for them. So, okay. Now, the humans go. They're going to move up right here, like so. And then that's going to be an activation. Okay, this let's say the others are going to move around this way. Okay, they've been activated. And I think I forgot to put the token for these guys. The spider is going to attack the spirits, and this will be a card drawn. 3 is a fail, so that's not a problem. Okay, the Rangers are going to go right behind, like so, and that's it for round 3. Now we're off to round 4. Let's remove the tokens, keep them close by for reuse, like that. Okay. And let's move the camera. Actually, never mind. You guys do need to see the decks, but I probably can make an adjustment. So let me pause the video and make one quick adjustment. Okay, I'll just draw the cards a little closer on the camera. All right, so we're on to round 4. All tokens have been removed, and we're going to draw the card to see who goes next. This is the 5 is for the adventurers, and the ace is for the spirits. So the adventurers go first. Now, I think the adventurers they have a plan here. So basically, melee would be preferred. One of the melee unit would prefer to have the oddball. So they're going to enter. I'll have to do a couple of turns here. So 3 inches to the right, like so, and then 3 inches, but they're not close enough, unfortunately, to grab the ball. So they have been activated, and now it's back to the spirits. The spirits are trying to find out the spider that's blocking their path. So the spirits draw a 6, which is a great attack. Can the monster block it? Or the spider can block it. Okay, so the spider is still in the way. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 attacks for the other one in the unit. Ace is a fail, unfortunately. Okay, so that's it for them. The spider sees the humans coming in, so it's going to run around and attack the humans. So we're going to draw a card for the spider. 4 is a success, or it's a hit. The humans draw 4, and they are safe. Right about there. Okay, now we're back to, I think, the the adventurers. I almost lost track there. I think I might have, but basically these guys are going to go here. And are they technically in range? Can they at least shoot? They can. Okay, so they are in range to shoot. So that's be 2 attacks. So we draw 2 cards. 5 is a hit. 4 is also a hit. So we need 2 saves. Let's see. 4 and an ace. So 1 spirit gets removed. 1 spirit gets removed. All right. And now we'll put the activation token there. Now the spirits who just got attacked are going to run up to the rangers and attack. So we have 2 attacks here. We have the spirits attacking, 6 and a 2, so only 1 hits. This is the spirits. The adventurers fail to block with an ace. Okay, so the adventurers lose 1 character. I'll remove that one there. And that's it for the move. Now, that's it for round 4. Now we're on to round 5. Let's remove our tokens, like so. And let's draw the card to see who goes first. The adventurers draw an ace, which is going to be probably most likely yep, the adventurers, the spirits draw 2. Okay, the spirits are going to go get the ball. So now the spirits have the ball. I'll basically just surround the ball like so, and now it's with them. Okay, that's all they can do, like so. Alrighty. Now we have the adventurers. The adventurers are going to attack the spider. We'll deal with the fighters there with the melee, and it's going to be 2 attacks. 1 is a hit, so we need 1 save, and 1 save was a fail. So the spider takes 1 wound, which is going to be a dice I don't have near me at the moment. Oh, here it is. I couldn't find I don't know how I forgot to get those dice out. But basically, the spider has 1 wound, and now they've been activated, so we can move up here, like so. Okay, and now it's on to the spirits. They're going to attack the ranger. So 2 attacks. This could be the end for the ranger. 1 attack hits for the spirits. We need 1 save for the adventurers and success. The adventure is still in the game, and now the adventure is going to go around and shoot like so. Shooting with a 5 is a hit. 4 is a successful block. So that's it for round I think that's it for round. Actually, no, the spider has to attack. So the spider is going to turn and attack the adventure. Sorry, the spirits. And we're going to draw a card for the spider. Ace is a fail, so no good there. Okay, that's it for round 5. Now we're on to round 6. All right, let's remove the tokens. Okay, let's draw the card you see goes first. This was for the adventurers. That's not good. The spirits draw 4. Another, actually, yeah, just a 4, and so that's a hit. All right. I'm sorry. That's the spirits go first. So the spirits take the ball and go up to the adventurers. Actually, you know what? They're going to attack the spider to retaliate. Okay, let's kind of push them out of the way there. All right, they're going to roll for 2 attacks. So that's a fail. Oh, Jack, I completely forgot to move that out of the deck. My apologies. I'm going to keep that off to the side here. 3 is a fail for that. Okay, now they attacked. Oh, actually attacked twice. So one more card. Fail. Okay. So technically they attacked 3 times. All right, that's been that. Now the adventurers are going to attack the spider also, kind of like an equal enemy at this point. All right, here's going to draw 2 attacks. A 5 is a hit. 5 is another hit. 2 saves required. A save and 1 fail. So that means the spider is removed from the field at being a tier 1 character. All right, the spider's gone. So the wandering monster, quote unquote, is off the field. Okay, the ranger is going to continue attacking the deadly spirits there to the right, to the left, and this will be one card. That's a 5 success, a defend, and that's a fail. So 1 spirit gets removed, and now it's the spirit's turn. Retaliate. We're going to go up to the face of that ranger and attack with a 5. That is a success, and the 5 is a success for the save. Thus, that is it for round 6. Now we're on to round 7, like so. Okay, let's remove the cards or the tokens here. Okay, so now it's going to be face-to-face little fight going on here between the spirits and the humans with the oddball. So let's draw the card to see who goes first. I just moved them without thinking about that. So here is the adventurers 2, and then here are the spirits. The spirits go first, so we'll keep the move as it was. And now we're going to draw for the attack. Spirits have 3 cards for attacking. 2 hit. So we need 2 saves from the adventurers, and that's a fail. Well, 1 save, but they take 1 wound. So because they're both tier 2, so they have 1 wound. Okay, the humans are going to retaliate and attack back, and let's see how this goes. My deck of cards is thinning. All right, so there'll be 2 attacks. That's 2 successes, and then we need 2 saves. Oh, the Joker has been drawn with a 6, so the Joker is well, it's a save, so it's automatic save. Doesn't really mean anything else. So yes, there's no damage. The spirits don't take any damage whatsoever. All right, good. That's fine. So let's move that there. I forgot to put this token here. And now it's the spirit and the ranger. Let's draw a card. This is for the adventurer. Oh, that's a fail anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I draw the 2 by mistake, so I won't use that again. Okay, that's it for round 7. Now we move on to round 8. And let's begin. So let's draw the card to see who goes first. That's the adventurers and the spirits. So the adventurers go first. They're going to continue their bout here in the middle of the room. And we're going to draw 2 cards. Unfortunately, they both fail. So they've they've gone. Now it's going to be the spirits. 3 cards are going to be drawn. And they all hit, actually. So let's see if the uh, the adventurers can save each hit. That is a total fail. So that's 3 hits, and that's going to be basically uh, two, so or one gets taken away, and then so one gets taken away, two, three. Okay, so that means both adventurers from the melee team unit get killed. Now it's just the ranger himself. So I am out of cards at the moment, but I think that timing was perfect because there's no way this ranger can win. I mean, we can try, we can just keep going, but I believe in morale, the ranger he's finished. He's done. He's a 1 tier character against a tier 3 unit with one additional tier 1. So, and the tier 3 unit is not even damaged. So that one went to, this game went to the spirits. They killed most of the adventurers, and uh, in the end, the spider basically was barely a nuisance. Uh, it was super easy, barely an inconvenience for the spider to be killed, and um, the spirits won this one, which actually I think it's a first because the thing called bad guys won this one. If you want to see the adventurers as the heroes. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the playing cards. I completely forgot to note who the strategy who it came from. The again another reference to I want to do another mention to Gray Army Gaming. He has tried or he used playing cards in some of his games because the games I think it's called Basic Battles. But anyways, the game uses playing cards. So some of the games he tries uses playing cards instead of dice. So that idea is obviously inspired by from him. But let me know what you guys think. That's I think the first time I've used playing cards on my channel in at least a long time. I don't know if I used playing cards before, but in my opinion, I think I prefer dice. But it was fun to try something different. It's kind of a controlled environment, but I want to hear what you guys think. If you want me to go back to using dice, which I'm perfectly fine with, obviously, that's most of my channel's roles here. But in my solid opinion, as of now, it could change. I prefer dice, but it was quite interesting to try playing cards. And I ran out of playing cards at the best moment possible, which was the game was over anyways. So that's it for today. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.